All right, today is February 15th, Wednesday, February 15th, and today did not go well, and it didn't start well from the very beginning. I'd say today the big issue was waking up and not being in the right headspace. I have had a migraine all day today, and really just not feeling right. I today you could argue probably just would have been one of the days where I just don't trade. I still have a headache, and it's just hard to think. It's hard, I'm not going to overcomplicate it. I'm just not in a good place to trade. So I think, today's results. Fortunately, it wasn't a bigger loss than just 37 bucks, but I guess we'll break down these trades here. I took a lot, way more than I should have today. Kept most of them pretty small, but still just not feeling good about them overall. Also, all of these trades took place within a matter of, let's see, so first trade 10:01, and so about 37 minutes between all of these trades. And you'll see how anxiety provoking and awful these were. My first contract, call contract, yeah, so, I saw this volume increase here. We bounced pretty well off of this level here, so I was, I'm thinking, we had pretty decent support, and then I see high volume increase in the opposite direction. Of course, not still not the right timing. Ended up chasing after that huge candle and just got wrong place, wrong time. Nothing good about that trade. This one was like okay. It was shortly after it, and I kind of felt like I was just kind of chasing because this is only just a couple of minutes right after that first trade. About 4 or 5 minutes after that first trade, it was just a quick scalp. Things still. I got disappointed here. We got shut down. Didn't get any further movement. Happened 2 other candles. No further development from the bulls. Ended up shorting it. Had a nice candle after this, and I just got out here. Took my 12, 13 bucks and moved on. Today, I just scalps and everything were, I guess, felt the best, but obviously still. And this was exactly right after I closed out. So I think what I was thinking here is, I closed out for my 12, 13% profit on that last scalp, and that this was going to be a continuation. Of course, that's never the case. This candle does not look good. And again, we're still at roughly the same level here as where we failed. Where we failed down and gained support, still in the same area. Like, not as much movement, through this support area as I had expected. So again, just not a good place to be going short here with this put. If I had just, again, probably not traded today, but it is what it is. This is probably my biggest loss today. Kind of let this one run a little bit longer than I should have. All right, the next trade, again, literally the exact same thing, maybe a minute later, if that. Yeah. Just really not a good setup here. Still just trying to chase things down. Everything, I swore it was going to break through. Everything was looking pretty bearish from what I had seen in the past, looking at this, we had a trend line headed down. Everything kept rejecting nicely off of these supply zones here. So I'm thinking we're just going to head south. Just not reading everything right at all. Ended up getting in on this, moving south, and then it just came right back up and just cleaned me out. So again, not making smart decisions from the very beginning. I think today was just a day I shouldn't have traded. Shouldn't have traded one bit. Did have another green trade This one, just another scalp. I had no plan for this one. I did see this decent move up here. I saw a small pullback, and this was where I was pretty convinced. Like after my 3 failed attempts on puts, I decided like, hey, maybe I'll try a call because we're actually moving up. We had some decent moves, small pullbacks, decent move, some pullback. This area right here was decent support. There were some really great moves later in the day from this point on. So if I had just been possibly a little bit more patient, recognized that this level was providing support here, and this was a level I had charted on ES around 41. My line was at 41.20. This support line was roughly 41.25. So that generally that demand zone, I mean, you could have a 5-point zone, but I had my line charted at 41.20, but I knew that 41.20 to 41.25 was still a decent demand zone, and it was a really important line all day today. I even had that in like a pre-market plan, was that this was going to be an important level in some capacity, whether that's acting as support or resistance, but it's been an important level previous couple of days. Again, not really playing my plan at all, because I was originally early in the day, I was actually playing some bullish moves. Again, I went from calls to puts to calls to puts. But I'll take this, small scalp. Made the pain a little less painful. Overall, got out at the top. Small scalp, nothing too complex. And this was the last trade of the day. It was this was when I mentally was just starting to spiral, realizing very quickly that it had not been a good day, and that all 6 of these trades had transpired in the past like 40 minutes. I started trading at 10, and then this trade I closed out at 10:39. So in a matter of 40 minutes, I took 6 poor, awfully executed trades, and there's really not an excuse for that. I should have cut it off from the very beginning of the day. I shouldn't have traded with a headache. Was not in the right state. I was very ill prepared. So, hopefully I can start to learn from this kind of stuff. Fortunately, it could have been a far worse loss today, but instead we kept it to about $37. Not the end of the world, but February is not looking good. I hope that my goal for tomorrow is try to stick to maybe, I'm not going to trade any more than 3 trades. I'm saying that now. We can come back to the video tomorrow to see if I actually do that. I would like to do no more than 3 trades. Stick to my plan. Don't force anything. And since I'm in such a rut and I'm trading so badly right now, just stick with high quality setups and don't trade just to trade. And that's it. See you guys next time.